is burned pretty bad too, but I will be worse, and I could have lost my vision or gotten burns all over my body.
Oh my god, I just heard a gunshot.
Y'all, a cop just pulled up to my car.
On November 3rd, 2025, solo bushcrafter Faith Mary set out into a remote forest for what was meant to be a routine survival trip. With limited gear and no one else nearby, the goal was simple: build a shelter, cook a meal, and spend the night alone in the wild. As she worked, the forest slowly shifted around her.
Right now, what I'm going to do is, since I already have this tree, I'm not going to worry about making 2 bases. I'm just going to have 1 base, 3 small trees, rope it up, and then put my tent across it. I will show you guys the process of what I'm talking about. See this tree and this tree? Saw it off. All the twigs. I'm going to saw off all the limbs to the best of my ability, these 2 trees, and then saw off the bottom. And then that'll be 2 of the legs of the tripod. That's gonna take a while. All right, you guys, that is 1 down. We just need another one, and then 1 more after that. 10 minutes later. Heck yeah, I'm already out of breath. All right, let's do this thing. 1 more to go. It's hot. I feel like I hear some noises like in the forest. It's so weird. Probably like little animals scurrying, but man, I don't do good in the dark, so I'm not looking forward to that one. I'm gonna show you how I knot this thing up and connect it to the other tree.
Faint rustling sounds came from somewhere beyond her sight, too unclear to identify, but persistent enough to draw her attention. Faith admits she's afraid of the dark, and being alone made the moment feel increasingly uneasy.
And I'm leaning it up against the rock and making a teepee with my little logs. Let's light her up. All right. It's looking good, it's looking good. You guys see how it's in a teepee? That way the oxygen can get in there. Really make that fire burn. Just check that out. Look at that. I'm like in some survival movie. Check that out. That is toasty. All right, you guys, I'm going to start cooking now. I'm Walter White. Go for laugh, no get. I'm gonna put some butter in first, and then we'll put some more butter in. I love butter. I have salt, garlic, pepper, onion powder, lemon, rosemary, mushrooms, and my steak. The steak was in, had an ice pack in here. Now it is good to go. So I will not get sick, thank goodness. Get just a little bit of butter.
After finishing the shelter, she moved on to cooking. At first, everything played out quietly, almost routine. Then, in a single instant, that sense of control broke.
Yeah. This is the moment I knew that I majorly screwed up. Listen, I know you guys are probably thinking, Faith, how could you be so stupid? But I promise I really tried not to let this happen. The butter was off the pan for a while, and it was just one of those freak accidents. People can make fun all they want, but I wanted to post this because I don't want to be that fake, everything's perfect YouTuber. I want to be real with you guys, and the truth is, when you're out here doing bushcraft stuff, a lot of stuff can go wrong. So this is your personal, official, public service announcement. Wear safety goggles. I learned that the hard way. After this, I went straight to the ER. They told me that I have a corneal abrasion. And the next day, it got even worse. So I had to go to a different hospital to get antibiotics. And now I still can't see really well out of my left eye. My skin is burned pretty bad too, but I will be okay. I'm grateful it wasn't worse, and I could have lost my vision or gotten burns all over my body. So if this makes even one of you more careful next time, then to me, it's worth posting this.
When Faith appeared again, the trip was already over. Her face burned, her vision blurred, and one eye seriously injured. Many viewers later pointed out that accidents like this can happen anywhere, even at home. But alone in the wilderness, a common mistake can turn into an emergency in seconds, raising the question of how fragile normal really is when you're completely on your own. On September 25th, 2021, Luke, the creator of the YouTube channel Outdoor Boys, returned to his log cabin deep in the wilderness with his young son. The channel is known for calm, family-friendly camping and survival skills, usually centered on preparation rather than danger. This trip was meant to be routine, simple repairs before winter. But once they stepped inside the cabin, it became clear that nature had other plans. When Luke and his son enter the log cabin, the first sign of trouble shows up almost immediately.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, it looks in good shape. Oh, that's where my flashlight went. I forgot I left it here. Look at these spider skins. They're huge. Look at this. These are where spiders have been molting out of their shell to get ever bigger. Look at that. Here's another one.
Spider skin?
Yeah, those are spider skins. Look at that. Oh, must be some big spiders up here. Oh, there he is. I found them. He's been getting bigger and bigger. There's his old skin.
Survive!
Oh yeah, he's big. See how we're gonna do this. What? There we go. Got rid of him. Come on, out of our house. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, look, oh, there's another one. There's a. Come on. Out you go. Oh, you found a little baby one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
It's a little baby one.
Oh, I bet there's just tons of them in here. Oh, look at this. What is this thing up here? It is huge. The size of that. It's a chrysalis. It's where a woolly caterpillar turned into a butterfly.
Inside the wooden shelter, they find a large spider still occupying the space, big enough to feel threatening in such close quarters. Luke quickly removes it, but the discovery alone is enough to shake the sense of safety they expected to find. By morning, the forest reveals a different kind of danger.
All right, we're gonna be making some pizza tonight. This is gonna be awesome. This is a fun little recipe. Got a little yeast, a little water. We're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. Once the yeast is activated, then we're gonna knead it into dough. Yeah, you think that's gonna make yummy pizza?
Yeah.
All right. All right, there we go. We got the pizza sandwich between 2 cookie sheets. Now we're gonna bake it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that doesn't look too bad.
Pizza.
Oh, you want to eat that pizza?
Yeah. That's just
That actually turned out really well.
Oh,
It could be I'm so hungry, but that tastes good. Oh, that was so good. You like your pizza? Yeah, that's good stuff, isn't it? Are you pooping? You're good. We're gonna sleep right next to you. Boots off, take your boots off. We've got full bellies, we're tired, it's late. I'm gonna get to bed because we've got a lot of work to do in the morning. I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. We had an okay night's sleep. Got a little cold this morning. And we're gonna get some warm breakfast in us, and that'll help warm us up a little bit. Me and Jake got a lot done today. Look at that. That is a healthy pile of firewood. But 2 things have happened. One, Jacob's pooped like a bazillion times, and we kind of burned up our entire allotment of diapers. So we need to go get more diapers. And 2, Jacob has been saying he misses mommy, wants to go home. Is that right?
yeah. I want to go home right now.
I think what we're gonna do is go home, get Jacob changed, let him see mama, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back and finish this project and do some more camping. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, and your camera broke.
My camera broke. Yeah, my tripod broke. Look at all those mosquito bites though. You have so many mosquito bites on your face. Whew.
And in my eyeballs.
And in your eyeballs. Yeah, let's go home and get you a bath, shall we? Well, we're back at the house and it's another day and I'm heading off to the cabin to finish our project, but I don't think Jacob's gonna come with me. And mama won't let me borrow her baby again if I bring him back in this condition. Look at that. Oh no. Actually, Jacob's got a play date with some friends today, apparently. So he's gonna stay and hang here, and Tommy and Nathan are at school, so it's just Daddy.
Jacob's face is covered in mosquito bites spread across his skin and dangerously close to his eyes. It's a quiet but serious reminder that the wilderness can be especially harsh on children. Luke doesn't hesitate. He takes his son home, putting safety above the work they came to complete. Later, Luke returns to the cabin alone. That's when the situation shifts again.
Got a cooked pork jowl and a bread. Boy, this smells really good. There you go. There's the bread. Oh, that's hot. That is so good, but it is so hot. Oh, let's get some butter on that. That is so good. Like salty peppered bacon. If you've ever eaten bacon and thought to yourself, I love this, but it needs to be bigger and fattier, pork jowls might be just your thing. In case you're wondering what pork jowls are, it's the cheeks of a pig, but not his butt, his face. Just trying to enjoy my dinner and the rain gets started for realsies. Gotta get out of here. Oh, well, I guess I'm finishing dinner in here. And it's really coming down. There's some thunder going too. That is so good. Well, we got thunder and lightning and heavy rain going on. I'm gonna sit here and hunker down and see if it passes. See what happens. We only have a few hours of daylight left. Well, it's been raining for about 2 hours now, and it's cozy. I mean, if I had my little buddy here, I would be curled up with Jacob and we'd be watching movies and it'd be no big deal. But this is lame by myself. So I'm not gonna be able to get everything done before sunset. So I think I'm just gonna go home, wait till the weather gets a little better, and come back and finish the cheeking later.
As night approaches, a storm moves in. Rain pounds the roof, thunder rolls through the trees, and lightning flashes across the clearing. Inside the cabin, Luke continues on by himself, the shelter holding steady, but now surrounded by the unmistakable force of the forest, pressing in from every side. Viewers noted that nothing extreme happened yet. The spider encounter, the impact on a child, and the storm show how quickly a familiar shelter can feel unsafe. If a place built for safety can change this quickly, how much control do we really have when nature decides to push back? On November 15th, 2025, YouTuber Scootski uploaded a video documenting a solo trip into the Rocky Hills near Little Moab, Utah. His channel usually focuses on outdoor riding and exploring remote locations with electric dirt bikes. In this video, however, the destination carried a much heavier history. Scootski set out alone to locate the sealed entrance of Nutty Putty Cave, the site of a tragic accident in 2009. Early in the video, he explains the story behind Nutty Putty Cave. After the tragedy, the cave was permanently sealed and John's body remained inside. With that context in mind, Scootski begins searching for the location where the cave once opened.
I'm not entirely sure where this cave is. I'm kind of just roaming around. But they tried their best to get him out, and he just wouldn't come out. So he died. They permanently sealed the cave. No one can get in, and he's just stuck in there. That's kind of a scary part. I'm alone here, going to the Nutty Putty Cave. I might need to pull out Google Maps because I have no clue where I am. And I feel sorry for the guy. Like, I'm not making fun of him. I'm paying my respects. And I brought you guys along to see this journey. I'm kind of eyeballing it, but it might be up this mountain. Yeah, we can go check this mountain right here. Ooh. What the hell is this? It's a rock. Come on, baby. Oh my god, I just heard a gunshot. They're definitely shooting out here. Hopefully not at me. Dude, I hope it's not at me. I also gotta be careful of rattlesnakes, because they like to lurk. Wait, so I'm right here. I think I do go all the way up there. So this is gonna be a long...
The area is quiet and remote. At one point, he hears gunshots echoing from somewhere across the hills. The sound makes him uneasy.
I don't think I can even get it up this, bro. Holy sh... How do they expect me to do that? Find me a route. I just gotta keep moving. Is this it? Is this the cave? Because I heard they sealed it with concrete. I don't think it is. So I either took a... Oh, I think that's it right there. I think that's it right there. I think I see it. Oh, I just heard a gunshot. Who is shooting, bro? Who's out here at... But there's a guy shooting over here. I can hear the gunshots. And I'm heading over there. So let's just hope I don't get a bullet in my head. But I took a long turn, a really bad turn, because that's not even the Nutty Putty cave. I don't like how there's someone shooting a gun right next to me. That's scary, bro.
The place feels isolated, and he reminds viewers that he is completely alone in the area. Finding the cave is not easy. Many openings in the rocky ground look similar from a distance. Several times, he stops to inspect holes and cracks in the rock, only to realize they are not the correct spot. To stay on course, he repeatedly checks Google Maps on his phone.
Is it really this hard to find a cave, bro? Oh, here's a berm. There's tracks right here. This is a good sign. Oh, there's a person right here. Excuse me. Do you know where the Nutty Putty cave is? I mean, I looked on Google Maps. It said it's like right here somewhere. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the help. Okay, we're gonna have to bust out YouTube or something.
While navigating through the stone hills, Skutski suddenly notices someone nearby. For a moment, he is unsure who it is or what they are doing there. The person turns out to be a man driving a small remote control car across the rocks. It is the only person Skutski encounters during the entire trip. After continuing through steep and uneven terrain, he eventually reaches the top of a rocky ridge. The search becomes more difficult because there are no signs or markers pointing to the cave.
Oh my god, it's right here. I'm so blind. Dude, it's right here. John Edward Jones. Holy crap, it's right here. Just in the middle of nowhere. Dude, they got memorials. There it is. That's how they sealed it off right there. So this is the sealed part of the cave. Dude, what does that say right there? This is sick. Should we go in? Let's go in. On November 25th, 2009, our beloved John passed away on this site. He was a loving father, a kind husband, a loyal son, and true and cherished friend. Those who knew John best will remember his faith and his caring heart. As we journey here on Earth, we miss you and love you always. HMMS. 1983-2009. Is this money? Oh, I feel so bad for ruining that. I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I gotta pick this money up and put it back. It's like one of those, like, fountains, I guess. They put money here. We express our heartfelt appreciation to the brave and selfless rescuers who worked tirelessly to free John. Your heroism will never be forgotten. We invite all who visit John's final resting place to enjoy and respect this sacred space. The Jones family. Damn, I feel so bad for him. Like, that's the worst way to die.
Finally, he spots what he's been looking for. Between several large gray rocks sits a block of concrete sealing the former entrance of Nutty Putty Cave. Attached to the concrete is a memorial plaque dedicated to John Edward Jones. Skutski reads the inscription and pauses quietly for a moment. Around the plaque, visitors have left coins as a sign of respect. Standing there, he reflects on the unusual feeling of the place. The rocky landscape appears calm and open under the sky, yet beneath the sealed entrance lies the location where the tragic accident happened years earlier. Many viewers later pointed out how the cave was sealed to prevent future accidents and protect rescue teams from further danger. Visiting places like this can remind people how important safety is when exploring caves in remote environments. On February 28, 2026, Todd Champion from the YouTube channel Campin' with Champion uploaded a video documenting an unusual night of stealth camping. His channel normally focuses on outdoor adventures, stealth camping challenges, and simple camping gear. That night, Todd planned to quietly camp without being noticed, but within a few hours, the night would take several unexpected turns.
Tonight, I'm going to try and camp on top of this giant rock formation. From what I understand, this rock formation is called Mushroom Rock, that the county didn't just blow this thing up and move it, and they just built the road around it. If you watched my billboard video, you saw me use this grappling hook once before. I need to do it quick because the sun is already setting. Okay, that was no good.
The night begins at a large rock formation known as Mushroom Rock, located near a quiet road intersection. Todd's idea is simple. He plans to climb onto the top of the rock and camp there without being seen. To reach the top, he throws a grappling hook toward the edge of the rock. The hook slips several times and fails to catch properly. Todd tries again and again, but the climb proves more difficult than expected.
See if we can get the snag on something. Nope. I know this probably isn't possible, but I'm just gonna try and climb up the side of it. This bag is heavy too. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's no way I can do it with this bag on. Oh, a car's coming. Take my bag off and hide it real fast. There's a car coming back here.
While he is still working with the hook, a car suddenly drives past the intersection. Todd quickly grabs his gear and hides his backpack in nearby bushes so the driver will not notice him preparing to camp. Soon after, another unexpected problem appears. With the ranger's intervention, he is not allowed to climb onto the rock. Todd is instructed to leave the area. His first attempt to stealth camp ends before it even begins. Todd drives away and searches for another location.
This is pretty weird being just on the side of the interstate like this. Headed off into the woods. It is cold out here. It's in the 20s tonight. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty creepy. What is that? What is that? I thought that was a giant turd for a second. I thought there was a Sasquatch out here.
Later, he pulls his car over along Interstate 59 near the direction of Chattanooga. The highway runs beside a dense forest. Todd parks on the roadside and quickly carries his gear into the trees to find a hidden place to stay. As he walks deeper into the forest, the surroundings grow darker and quieter. The ground is covered with branches and scattered debris. Before Todd can decide what to do next, another encounter happens.
Y'all, a cop just pulled up to my car. I don't know what to do. Should I go over there and tell him what I'm doing? My goodness. I think I'm just gonna go tell him what I'm doing. I have to leave, guys. Oh, okay. The officer wasn't upset or anything. He just, basically said, nah, you can't camp here, you gotta go, so.
After a brief interaction, the officer tells him he cannot stay there and must leave immediately. It is now the second time that night he has been asked to move. Still hoping to finish the challenge, Todd checks Google Maps and drives about 20 miles to a quiet lakeside location.
The wind is blowing so hard, and it's coming right off the water too, which makes it even colder. I've got this ridge line up. I'm gonna try and put it over it. It's like a parachute catching the wind right now. And the wind has actually died down a little too. I feel like a tarp should not be this hard to set up. I'm gonna have to fix that. No! Okay, I've got it on there enough. I think I can unstake it. Oh my gosh. I think I can stake the ends down now. I bought a bunch of these things. Oh my gosh, what happened back here? God, no. It has been such a struggle. Oh. Well, this tarp, it's not happening.
When he arrives, strong wind is blowing across the water and the temperature has dropped below freezing. Todd tries to set up a tarp shelter to block the wind, but each time he secures it, the wind lifts the tarp and pulls it loose.
I give up, y'all. It is so windy. It has to be like 30 miles per hour right now. I don't think the tarp's gonna go anywhere because I have it tied to the trees pretty hard unless it just completely rips all of these off. But I can't sleep in there. It is freezing. The wind is killing me. I am going to retreat.
The wind reaches nearly 30 miles per hour and the cold begins to numb his hands. Tying knots becomes difficult. After several attempts, Todd finally decides it is not safe to stay there. He packs up his equipment, ends the stealth camping attempt, and drives to a nearby Waffle House to warm up and eat a late meal. After being stopped twice and forced to move again by the wind, some viewers wondered if that night simply wasn't meant for camping. If you were in Todd's position, would you keep searching for another spot or end the trip there? On October 20th, 2025, Brian heads into the Great Smoky Mountains alone, recording the trip for Black Mass Paranormal, a channel centered on cryptids, feral people, and unexplained wilderness activity. There's no build-up, just a quiet ride into terrain where stories refuse to stay buried. Near Abrams Falls, Brian recounts an encounter described by a man named Brad.
Then one day in November, he was just outside of the Abrams Falls area, is in the mountains, and he'd been through here several times, but he talked about how the air seemed to be a lot different that day. So he was navigating in an area, and as he navigated the rocky incline, a sour smell kind of hit him. He described it as like a mixture of sweat and rot. Brad froze, and he was looking in the section of and he said that again, the forest just was too quiet. The usual chatter of birds, one or two that just had a completely different sound that he had never heard before. You know what I'm talking about. And then he saw it right above the ridgeline. He described it as human. Its face and its jawline were distorted. He described its eyes were like hollow. Feral people. He was wearing what he thought was some sort of hide. Brad was totally freaked out. A hunting knife. While he wasn't sure if it was somebody, he just decided that he was going to scream, "Hey!" Its head tilted with a really unnatural jerk. Then it ran.
The air reportedly changed, followed by a foul, decaying odor. Nothing appears on camera, but the location feels marked by what was seen there before.
So welcome back to another Black Mass adventure. This might be kind of cool. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be the reason why, really for two main reasons. In this area, I have found several different prints of very large canine on multiple occasions. This area also, I have found cages. So you might be thinking, Brian, there's all kinds of reasons.
Brian travels deeper along remote logging roads, explaining his plan to place trail cameras far from tourist areas. The forest becomes thicker. Isolation is intentional and unsettling, because help would be impossible if something went wrong.
I was just kind of enjoying myself for a second, and I heard a loud gunshot. That means somebody it was just a single shot. That would be a warning shot. Now, in the state of Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountain National Park, it is illegal to do warning shots, but that does not stop people from doing warning shots. If it came down to it, like if my family was around and there was a bear, I don't know how good this angle is going to be, but trying to figure out what that warning shot was. So I have on now multiple occasions in this area found that's a bear. Large canine prints. Let me find them. Hang on, y'all. Gotta kind of locate this bear. He's definitely, the wind's coming from that direction. Yeah.
A sudden gunshot echoes through the trees. Hunting is illegal here. Shortly after, Brian notices large canine-like tracks. The tension comes from contradiction sounds and signs that shouldn't exist in a protected park. Near Native American land.
Now the Sasquatch is also pretty active in this area after that last video where I heard the footsteps. It's having run-ins with timbers this year. Because I want to set up a trail cam, and just so you all know, my RF detector is like, and I don't really have that feeling of being watched either. I'm gonna come out tonight because there is this gravel road. It is a good area for the feral people to kind of come down and hunt. Oh, weird. And this just jumped. That might have been me with the phone though. Obviously there's no cell service up here, but it's still an electronic device. I'm looking for areas where things may have...
Brian repeatedly hears footsteps moving around him. His devices show nothing. The sounds continue anyway. Viewers are divided: feral people, dogman, or something else entirely. But if nothing was there, why do the footsteps stop only when he does? On January 28, 2022, van life creators Rachel and Tommy, a YouTube channel focused on off-grid travel, remote camping, and life on the road, settle into a remote mountain forest campsite far from town where cell service is weak and the night feels unusually heavy. Tommy makes one thing clear: this isn't a paranormal channel.
We've been out here a couple of nights. Been very quiet, very normal feeling. And since everyone's left except us, and I don't know how to explain that, it has felt more, obviously we're not a paranormal channel, we're not a spooky crap channel. It's just not what we do. We're van life. I don't know what I heard. It almost sounded like a, I don't want to say a roar because then people are going to start thinking what I'm thinking, but it was almost like a, best description I have of it is, it sounded like, and don't laugh when I say this, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park. I've been wrong before, you know, but I just don't feel like there's gonna be any T-Rexes or velociraptors out here. I would think, you know, maybe it's one of those flat, like a jet boat. There aren't really no mountain lions here. You know, there are bobcats, but I don't know that they do the, where I heard the sound was back down this way. So we'll walk down here and see what's going on.
But once the other campers leave the woods, don't feel empty. They feel watchful. Strange moments begin to build. The forest that should feel calm suddenly becomes restless with unfamiliar sounds.
Can y'all hear this? Can you hear this? Yeah, I do not know what that, I don't know what that was. So we've been sitting here for about 45 minutes. I don't know, 40 minutes. Rachel, she wouldn't know if she could hear something, so we've been sitting here. I said, well, the wind is down. Have you heard anything? Maybe so. So when we sit in the van at night and it's chilly, homeboy just says, nope, I'm out. Sits under the heater and just chills. I don't blame him though, because it can get chilly in here.
Their dog Badger behaves differently, fixating on the darkness. In the distance, the calls of wild animals only heighten the tension, turning sleep into a luxury.
Can y'all hear the, well, they are getting it, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, it's showing up.
They're close.
Yeah, let me open this. Why'd they stop all of a sudden? It's like 2:30 now. Woke up, I felt the van move, heard somebody try to open the door, and started moving around. I heard some steps and I heard a vehicle take off from up over here. And I got outside and I could hear the steps, or I could hear the vehicle. I could hear the tires rolling on gravel, and they went up this way and then made a left, and I could see tail lights, and they sat there for a minute. You know, I can deal with a lot of stuff. Animals trying to get in the van, you know, but we're out here a long ways away from anybody. And somebody trying to get in the van when it's obviously somebody's camping here. We're camping. And you have somebody just come and brazenly try to get in. No. I'm going to wait here just for a minute. I'm standing outside. Going to be quiet now. Yeah, we're out here.
Then, at 2:30 a.m., They're abruptly awakened by the most unsettling sound of all. Someone testing the van's door handle. The moment they respond, the intruder runs off into the dark. The noises could have natural explanations, cats, coyotes, shifting acoustics, but the silence and Badger's focus suggest a real presence. The handle check points to human intent. If a place feels wrong, do you trust your instincts or stay until you learn why?